All right. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope all of you are doing well. And before I go any further, let's go ahead and have a moment of silence for country singer and the Judds member, Naomi Judd. She passed away April 30th at the age of 76. And also, we'll also have a moment of silence for Rick Parnell, who played the drummer Mick Shrimpton in This Is Spinal Tap and later toured with the band. He has died at the age of 70 on Sunday. So let's go ahead and have a moment of silence for Naomi Judd and Rick Parnell. All right, thank you guys so much for doing that. Yeah, I sincerely hope Parnell is in a beautiful place and he's free from wherever he lost his life to. And I sincerely hope Naomi Judd um, has found the happiness that she has been looking for. So thank you very much for doing that, guys. I greatly appreciate it. I really do. All right. Well, excuse me. My goodness. It's Monday. Yeah, start of the week. I don't know where I should go with this, but it's early in the week. I think the only thing I have had done so far was get my blood work results and get blood work done, get my results back, and we're okay, I think. I'm just waiting to see what my doctor thinks, but in all seriousness, I think I'm okay. So we're all right. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to say this before we start on the music news. I have not had the time to listen to Miranda Lambert's new album, Palmino. It's been crazy busy where I'm at, and that's okay. I'll get to it, and when I do, I'll do a special episode on this podcast show about my review on Miranda Lambert's album Palomino. So stay tuned, people. It'll be this week. When? Not so sure yet. All right, so which way do I want to go? Let's talk about this. Something popped up. By the way, that's my chair. We all know this. We all talk about this. Something popped up on my Facebook feed this morning, and I thought this was cool. I love country music, and I love Carrie Underwood. I remember when Carrie Underwood was on American Idol, and she blew the audience away. Oh yeah. And I still have not had the opportunity to see her live. I would like to see that sometime. But the best part, okay, was during her concert, one of her shows was that she was the headliner, and frontman from Guns N' Roses, Axl Rose, made an appearance. Yeah, think about country meets rock. Carrie Underwood and Axl Rose united to perform Paradise City, where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Won't you please take me home? Sorry, I had to get out of my system. So both vocalists performed the Guns N' Roses songs Paradise City and Sweet Child O' Mine. Wow. I did not see that coming at all. Like, way to go, Carrie Underwood. Like, ooh. And, if you actually pay attention to Carrie Underwood's career, you'll find that this wasn't her first time mixing with her country and with rock, because I can't remember what year it was, but she was Carrie Underwood was performing at an award show, and Steven Tyler, the lead singer of Aerosmith, made an appearance, and together both Tyler and Underwood performed. I think Sweet Emotion. Oh, I need to look this up. Now I'm curious. I remember the performance, and I tell you what, and it's amazing. It was just wow. Yeah, I think it was Sweet Emotion. What song did Carrie Underwood sing with Aerosmith? Undo it. Undo it. Yeah. Okay. Well, excuse me. It was Walk This Way. My bad. I don't know how. Okay, guys, forgive me. Okay, it's Monday. All right. Yeah. So back in, oh geez. So yeah, country music, it says right here, Carrie Underwood, first grade to the stage singing her hit song, do it. Dun, 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 dun. It really, if you actually listen to Undo It by Carrie Underwood, you can really feel um oh okay, yeah, you can really feel the da 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 do it bum 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 bum. I think you catch my drift here. Yeah, and that was a killer performance, and I believe that was back in 2018. So, oh, excuse me, 2011. Okay, yeah, 2011 at the American Country Music Awards. And let me tell you guys something. That performance was dynamic. Now, I have not um watched the Axl Rose and Carrie Underwood on YouTube, and I'm gonna do that later. Now I will. But anyway, this isn't like Underwood's, first skit of combining, country and rock with legends. And I tell you what, Steven Tyler and Axl Rose, magnifico, beautiful, I tell you, absolutely gorgeous. I like the idea, and I really like the fact that Carrie Underwood's the type of artist who isn't afraid to do different things. She isn't, and I love her for it. She makes it fun. I'm jealous, and I'm jealous because last time she was in Denver, maybe like 2 years ago, or maybe three, I can't remember. Per se, one of my friends got to go see her. Excuse me, that was in Vegas. Yeah, she got to go to Vegas to see Carrie Underwood. Jealous. Very, very jealous. I'm still waiting for my turn. Carrie Underwood's still on my list. So, yeah, but watching her start blossom from auditioning on American Idol to now is just amazing. Gorgeous. And she's also very vocal about her faith, and I love that too. So, hoorah. All right. So next up is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's ballot final tally. So it was pretty interesting considering the fact that Dolly Parton wanted to withdraw from for being on the ballot for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but oddly enough, she's still up there. So I don't think fans wanted her to lose this opportunity to see this. So I think it's great. But anyway, the Rolling Stone mentioned that Duran Duran, Eminem, Pat Benatar dominate rock and roll fans' ballot tally. The Eurythmics and Dolly Parton also in the top 5 vote getters among fans. So I think, see, I like this. This one's better because, man, because I think for this year's ballot, I think there's a lot more diversity in music. I mean, yes, I do understand Eminem's not rock, but you know what? He is one talented rapper. I mean, Toby Mac too, but not Christian rapper is Eminem. And I tell you what, that guy Eminem, he knows how to make music. Oh my! I actually been following Eminem since he first made his appearance. Hi, my name is My name is what? My name is Slim Shady. Yeah. Oh, those were the good days. Of course, my parents didn't want me even think about listening to Eminem, but never was the perfect child. So, yeah, but wow, indeed, that is just amazing. But yeah, so according to the article on Rolling Stone, so Duran Duran, a first-time Rock Hall nominee in 2022, despite years of ineligibility, dominated the fans' ballot, with the British fan. I'm so sorry, people. With the British band garnering nearly 934,000 votes. That's 250,000 more votes than the number 2 artist on the fan ballot, Eminem. who enjoyed a big turnout despite the debate over his nomination. Okay, yes. All right, yeah, he's rap. He's not rock. Okay, but quite honestly, this is how I view people. Seriously, music is universal. You know, I can tell you right now, a lot of rock fans love rap, and a lot of rap fans love rock. And those genres do cross, believe it or not. I mean, oh, for Pete's sake, Nelly and oh shoot, what's the other guy's name? Jelly Roll, whoever the heck that is. Uh, I mean, I know some kind of food, but they're gonna be at Shining Frontier Days. You know, Shining is adding more hip hop into the Western culture, and people are actually receiving it very well. Me, I'm okay. I'm not a big hip hop fan. I like the old school. I like the old school hip hop fan, and I also like Eminem. On the Christian side, I love Toby Mac. We all know how I feel about Toby Mac. He's awesome. So, also on the Rolling Stone article, finishing just 50,000 votes behind Eminem was two-time nominee Pat Benatar, and then there was a drop-off for the final two spots. At number 4 was the Eurythmics with over 440,000 votes, followed in 5th place by Dolly Parton, who has, in recent months, withdrew the rock and roll. Why am I doing this to myself? Withdrew from Rock Hall, considering only to reconsider her stance this week. So now, the people, now the band, so the bands who just finished outside the top 5 are the 3-time nominee Judas Priest, Carly Simon, and Lionel Richie, both of whom are on the ballot for the first time in 2022. Interesting. Judas Priest didn't really make it to the top 5, nor did Carly Simon. I mean, Lionel Richie, I can understand. Yeah, I respect Lionel Richie, but Carly Simon, Judas Priest. You know, I wonder it's because maybe people are outraged that not only is like Eminem a rapper, maybe it's also because maybe Judas Priest didn't really make the top 5 or Carly Simon. Makes me wonder. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section, please. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. And the article goes on saying, and it concludes, despite the millions of votes, winning the fan ballot does not ensure Rock Hall induction. The top 5 artists, as selected by the public, will comprise a fans ballot that will be tallied along with the other ballots to choose the 2022 inductees, the Rock Hall said of the ballot. A tribe called Quest, Devo, Whip It Good, Beck, not Jeff Beck, Beck. There's another musician named Beck, and he's really good. Rage Against the Machine, MC5, Dionne Warwick, Julia Kuti, New York Dolls, and Kate Bush are also among the artists that are pushing for a spot in the Cleveland institution this year. The class of 2022 will be announced this month with an induction ceremony to follow in the fall. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of curious. I don't know. I really want to know what's gonna happen. I'll keep an eye on it, I guess. I'll definitely get back to you. Oh geez, I might do a special report on it now that I think about it. The journalist storking me really you know, was kind of sparking some ideas. So yeah, let me just do that. Wow. I tell you what, that was just wow. That's all I gotta say. I don't know. How you guys feel about that? Please comment in the YouTube comment section. I really want to know what your thoughts are and your opinions are, especially with Eminem and also who else would you like to see on that ballot? For me, it could be the Monkees, but you know we all know that story of them not being a band, which I disagree, and that could be a whole entire different podcast episode. It will happen, but at the same time, too, I know I believe Mickey Dolenz is at peace with that. So, but that's still people are so disgusting. That would be great if they could get into the Rock Hall of Fame, but we'll see. Future episode pending. So we shall see. All right. Well, I don't think I've had much to say, but I tell you what. Have you guys figured out what the band I'm talking about, the topic is tonight? Yeah, we're gonna be talking about. I just mentioned her right at the beginning of this podcast. Yeah, she was. It was the first artist I mentioned for a moment of silence. And if you guys are thinking Naomi Judd, you are correct. And I tell you what, I was outside on my back porch. It was about 84, 85 degrees, which was great. And oh man, I can't tell you how happy short weather and caprice weather is coming back up. I love it. But anyway, I'm just sitting there. I finished my exercise. I've been doing some of my exercises. I walked around my neighborhood twice. I didn't do it today because it was too rainy and too cold, so I stayed inside. But anyway, and as I was sitting, on the couch on the patio, I'm like, reading stuff off my phone. I got a notification that stated that Naomi Judd has died. Yeah, seriously, that shook me up, and it still shakes me up. And the reason why it still shakes me up is because the Judds, Naomi and her daughter Winona, had a great, fantastic run as a duo, and people loved them. And what I loved about the Judds was how they introduced me to country music. I am serious, straight up. The Judds were all the way the biggest influence on why I listened to country music. Seriously, straight up. And the best thing about them, the Judds, in my opinion, is how they kind of proved how they actually no, they did this. How they proved that women are just as capable of being successful in country as well. I mean, I'm serious. And I'll get to that in a minute too. Nothing against the male country singers. I mean, I love a lot of male groups and country singers. Don't get me wrong on that. But anyway, so yeah, and how I started listening to the Judds. Okay, by the way, that's my chair. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's still working out, and I am not on the floor, so that's a blessing. But anyway, and yeah, I remember. So I moved here to Greeley, Colorado, I think in 1993. And Smokey, you suck. Yes, pardon my French. That's Smokey. And yep, I moved here in 1993. It was just my mom, my dad, my eldest brother, and myself at the time. And we were just traveling. And there were times too when we first moved here, we would do like little mini trips before the rest of my siblings became a part of our family. And I remember, sitting back, I think in the truck, my dad's truck or a different car. I can't remember for the life of me, one of the two. And although, I was that kind of a teenager that had kid/teenager that had loads of CDs with headphones and the Discman and all that. But there was one CD that my parents played all the time on road trips or even in the house for that matter. And it was the Judds' greatest hits. They just kept playing it and playing it. And the more I keep hearing the music, the more I just fell in love with country music. I mean, the blend of Naomi and Winona's vocals it's just metallic and just beautiful, and still is, by the way. And the instrumentation, the lyrics were just gorgeous. And one of the songs that stay true to my heart to this day is "Why Not Me." Why not me? Yeah, I'll spare your ears, but I think you get it. I think you guys get it. And what I also like about the song "Why Not Me" is the guitar. The dun, 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 dun. I mean, just oh. And I tell you what, they really influenced me to pay attention to the that's to really actually to appreciate what country music is and how far country music has gone. I mean, gosh, and the Judds, the band, even inspired a lot of female country artists as well, including Miranda Lambert. So I think that's even cooler. But yeah, and so when I heard that, and believe it or not, the Judds were formed in the year I was born, 1983. So I think it's kind of cool. Somewhere they're my country band. So cool. We have something in common there. And so and then from there, it just grew and I just absolutely love it. So let's talk about some of their songs, the Judd songs. You know, I really like Love Can Build a Bridge. Yeah, I tell you what. Did anybody catch what Love Can Build a Bridge on oh shoot. Oh well. On a CMT Fest at all? Because last month, there we go. Yeah, the duo Naomi and Winona performed their hit song "Love Can Build a Bridge" at 20 at this year's CMT Music Awards, and I was watching it on YouTube. This was last month, or more like 3 weeks ago, to be honest with you, which is sad, but whatever. What I'm saying is that shoot, I don't know how I say this because it hits my feelings, people. Like gosh, the performance is just superb. I mean, I could show it to you, but then again, you know, YouTube's gonna strike me with something, so it's not worth it. At least on my end, it's not. But I'll tell you this: that performance when Naomi and Winona reunited to perform "Love Can Build a Bridge" last month. Oh, my eyes just teared up. I mean, seriously, my eyes were all watery. And I think what really made me cry was the fact is how relevant the song is today. You know, it's like, why wait? We can start now. You know, it's just like, like, and of course, being, you know, the sensitive person I can be when I get a little sensitive, you know, I'm just like, oh my gosh, oh, I will not cry. I will not cry. I'm like, that too late. And that's okay though. I think it's important to find, you know, music and songs that make you feel that way because it means a lot to you. It speaks to you, and that's absolutely nothing to be ashamed of by any means. No, no, no. And the way, and the best part of that performance from last month was how Naomi and Winona, okay, actually had a choir perform during the performance. Amazing. Just absolutely amazing. You guys need to look this up on YouTube. I'm serious. Look up the Judds perform "Love Can Build a Bridge" 2022 CMT Music Awards. And I tell you, I promise you, your eyes will not be dry, and that is okay by me. That's what music does. Music's universal. It has a way to inspire us to do better or make us better, to be better people for ourselves, for our families, for God, whatever. And for that matter, and I just think, yeah, watch that performance. The Just performed "Love Can Build a Bridge" 2022 CMT Music Awards. And I remember hearing that song in my dad's truck while I was in the seat of the truck in the back. And I remember hearing that song as well. And I can tell you what, you guys will have to see me cry. Yes, I do cry, but it takes certain songs to cry, and that broke me for sure. Oh, but oh, just gorgeous. It's like even though it was 3 weeks ago, it, Naomi's and Winona's vocals were just amazing. Still standing the same to me. That's just the beauty of it, people. So look it up. Love Can Build a Bridge. And then from there, oh shoot, you know what? We're gonna screen share, right? All right, let's see. Where's that green button thingamajiggy? There it is. 1, 2, 3, boop. All right, so here we go. So these are just the list of songs that the Judds have done and a lot of them I really appreciate. My Baby's Gone from the Why Not Me title. Yeah, Why Not Me album. The title song's on there. I like that one. The Sweet Gift with Heartland. That's a good one. That is Heartland's really good too. Good country band. Then of course you got Love Can Build a Bridge. Grandpa, yeah, that's it. Love that one. Then Rockin' with the Rhythm. That's a good one. So they covered a lot of songs. Born to Be Blue. Good one. This is. And so it's just what I like about it is how true how both Naomi and Winona stay true to their style. They never really changed their style. They stayed true to it, and I think it's just amazing. You gotta check all these songs out, especially listen to the song "Why Not Me." Why Not Me? I love that song. I can't get enough of it. Yes, I mean the song is old, but my gosh, I tell you what, the best songs are vintage songs, and that song is becoming vintage. So seriously, let me know what you think of the song "Why Not Me" by the Judds. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing. Boop. All right, so on top of that, you know, they had a pretty good run with albums. Of course, and so there we go. You know what? Why did I do this? Stop screen sharing with you guys. I don't know what's going on. Here we go. Ready and boop. All right. So 1984, Why Not Me? That was great. Why Not Me? And then, of course, he had second album, Winona and Naomi. Then from there, 1985, Rockin' with the Rhythm. 1990, whoever puts these needs to put them in chronological order. So bear with me, people. So 1990, Love Can Build a Bridge. In 1987, you can have Heartland. That's a great record. This one's a good record. I like that one. Then in 1995, back in my heyday, the Judds in concert. Then 1989 was River and Time. 1987, Christmas Time with the Judds. Then where's that reunion one? Yeah, there we go. The Judds Reunion Live, 2000, 1989, Across the Heartland. They got Collector Series, great video hits of the Judds, 1990, Grace Hits. That's the one my parents had. Or maybe it was that. Yeah, it was that one. This one. And then stand I'll Stand By You, the Judds, 2011. Then you got Number One Hits, 94. Volume Greatest Hits, Volume 191. Reflections, 1994. Christmas with the Judds in Alabama. I need to check that one out. 1994, From the Heart. 1992. Oop. Okay, where are we? Sorry, y'all. My mind's everywhere. The Finest Collection, 1991, and The Sweet Virginia. So that's last year. I need to check that out. I need to look on Spotify, see what I can dig up. And I'll get back to you guys on that on Friday. I know Miranda Lambert at some point this week, and also at some point this week, Judd's music on Spotify, and I'll get back to you. Stop and sharing now. Boop. All right. So it's just amazing with how well their music has touched a lot of people. It's including my parents. I do have a funny story regarding my parents. Well, not funny story. It's more like me being regretting this moment because I didn't jump on it. Well, this actually has to do with Winona, and of course, I'm sure you all know who Winona is, and she's awesome. Her solo music's great. She's just a dynamic artist, and I enjoy her very much. When I first moved here, I think in '93 or something like that, and I'm kidding, it's '93. Excuse me. My parents actually went up to Cheyenne Frontier Days for the first time and saw Winona Judd live in '93. And at the time, I had the option to go. My parents asked me, "Would you like to see Winona Judd?" Would you like to see Winona Judd and being the what I was thinking, being the pre-teenager I was, I said no. And actually, it turns out her mother did make an appearance. I'm like, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Okay, cool. But now I'm like, stupid, stupid, stupid. If I would have known that had happened, oh man, no, I would have. I tell you what, as a when I was younger, I missed a lot of opportunities to see a lot of concerts, and now I'm kind of, I am regretting it. And missing Judd up in Wyoming. That was hard, especially when I found out that Naomi was going to be there. You know, I tell you, loving music can be conflicting. I'll give it that. So now this leads me to the death of Naomi. It has been stated. I'm going to briefly touch on this. I don't really want to touch, but you know, she won a battle against like hepatitis C, I think. Yeah, and she won it. It was just a long one, and it was a big battle for Naomi, and she had stepped down from touring because of it. Yeah, I'm gonna double check my thing here. Hang on, guys. Sorry. Yeah. So so she had hepatitis C. I was right. Thank goodness. A liver infection, and it's like during her career, and she stepped away from touring to fight it, and she did. She fought it, and how she caught it. I believe I was watching an interview on this. I don't know, like yesterday, and Naomi said she was actually a nurse. She was a nurse at the time, and she got accidentally poked herself with a needle, and that's how she caught hepatitis C. And the needle was already contained. It came from somebody else, so she accidentally got poked by it. And so she had stopped touring because it was getting a little worse. Um, but she actually became a little further down the road. She actually fought it and won, and she was ready to go back on tour with hang on. Okay, sorry. How many Grammys? Sorry, y'all. But anyway, I'm just saying, like, as soon as she fully recovered, she was able to continue on with her career. And then, of course, with the timeline leading up to her death, she also started having severe battles with really bad battles with severe depression, and and unfortunately, that's how we lost her. And I tell you, it took a toll. And when I read it, I remember reading the article, and I'm just sitting there in shock, like, whoa, what? Only 76, and my parents are I believe, are in their early 70s, and I'm like, wait, what? So I told my dad what happened, and my dad just shook his head. So, and of course, it's amazing to see how many fans and artists have responded to Naomi's stuff. I'm serious. It's just great. I mean, Miranda Lambert showed a picture of her posing with a picture with the Judds, and then you have just like fans just saying how great it was, how grateful they were to have Judd's music, and I'm right there with them. Absolutely, I love and appreciate country music more because of them. And then all the other artists like Alan Jackson, Brooks and Dunn just followed after that. And I guess I'll touch base on this too. I honestly believe in my heart that Judds had purpose in country music. I believe they had a purpose in country music because it gave women a chance to show the world that they're capable of creating wonderful country songs. Miranda Lambert, Carrie Underwood, just a whole bunch of other female. Oh, Martina McBride. Yeah, I like her too. We'll talk about her on this show sometime. And of course, stupid me, I chose to miss her at our Stampede. I don't know why. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself, people. Why me? But anyway, yeah. So, and speaking of Martine McBride, the Judds were actually what you call it? We're gearing up for like this big tour, like a little reunion tour, and Martina McBride was set to be the opening act. Oh man. But yeah, they were supposed to actually the tour was supposed to happen this year, September 30th down to October 28th. You know, that they started Grand Rapids, Michigan, Toledo, Ohio, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Duluth, Georgia, Huntsville, Alabama, Durant, Oklahoma, Fort Worth, Texas, Biloxi, Mississippi, and then back to Nashville. Close things off. And I think that's what really shook everyone. It's the fact that both Naomi and Winona were gearing up for this big tour. They've been rehearsing for the tour. And I think what really hurt the most too is the fact that Judds were going to be inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. I believe someone pulled my facts here. Yeah, a day after Naomi's death. And of course, I want to point this out too. Not only did Naomi leave behind Winona, Naomi left behind her second daughter, actress and political activist Ashley Judd. And I like her as an actress. One of my favorite movies by Ashley Judd is Double Jeopardy, starring Tommy Lee Jones. And Tommy Lee Jones is by far one of my favorite actors of all time. And so, yeah, so it's interesting. I think, if I remember correctly, I think Ashley Judd has vocally performed, but I think she just stayed with acting more than anything else. And then also, Naomi left behind her husband, Larry Strickland. He's known for actually being one of the. He actually was one of the, I believe, the backup singers for Elvis. So yeah, he was. He actually was one of the background vocalists for Elvis. So yeah, and I tell you what, I'm sorry I keep repeating myself, people. It's just I have a lot of emotions running in my mind about this, obviously, because it has impacted me to certain degrees, and it's heartbreaking. I mean, it's just one day away from being inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. Naomi was gone, and that just hurts. I think it hurts because feels like to me personally, the Judds were like another thing of music heroes for me. They really opened the door for me to explore country music and what is country music. So and I tell you what, I was watching on YouTube the Judds get inducted into the Country Hall of Fame, and I tell you what, as broken and beaten down Winona and Ashley Judd, seeing them, accept the those medals into the Country Music Hall of Fame, I can't even imagine being there day after losing a parent, but they did. And as heartbroken and hurt they were, they managed to get up on stage and do a small speech. Both of them did. And it was just, I was trying so hard not to cry. And it was, my heart goes out to those two. They're in my prayers, and I really hope they can find a way to get through this. Yeah, I know they will. I just think it takes a lot. They're still, just going through, processing what happened, and I'll be praying for them every step of the way. So for sure, without doubt. And was it Ricky Skaggs did a great country singer. Ricky Skaggs did a great job with the eulogy like the open for Naomi and opening up things for the Judds with a powerful speech, and it was just amazing. So Ashley and Winona, if you hear this, please know that I am praying for you. Uh, I don't know what to say because your mother was awesome, Winona, and your mother were like my music heroes because I never really liked country music till I started listening to the Judds. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And Ashley, I love your acting skills and I love you too. I'll be praying for you guys and yeah, just hang in there. It'll be okay. You know, it might be hard to believe it, but it'll be okay. Just take it one day at a time. That's all I can. That's all I can tell you right now. All right. So before I close things off, please pardon my dog Smokey. I don't know what's in her tonight. You know, I don't even know where she gets this from. I mean, seriously, I'm not that bossy or sassy. Well, okay, maybe on certain levels, but anyway. So here's a fun fact about the Judds. They have won 5 Grammy Awards. They earned a total of 5 Grammy Awards together on hits such as Why Not Me and Give a Little Love. And Naomi Judd, damn, and no, and Naomi Judd earned a her sixth Grammy for writing Love Can Build a Bridge. So Naomi wrote Love Can Build a Bridge. And that, people, is why it's so beautiful. So, I don't know, this tonight's show is tugging at my heart, but you know, I don't have any shame. You know, this is how I feel, and music has a way to unite us, break us down, but also make us stronger. And it's just my heart still goes out to those affected by Naomi Judd's death. So I'll be praying for everybody. And yeah, you know what? On this note, before I sign off, I forgot shout outs. See, this is where my mind is today. I honestly don't know what's going on because it's Monday. All right, so my first shout out goes to Royce Eddings. And I tell you what, Royce, that guest you had on last night on your show, Bruce, fantastic. And the best thing ever that I didn't realize this was about like the sales on concert tickets. I was like base by the artist, like prices are based by the artist. And I'm like, seriously, I'm just sitting there going, okay, well, and here I am, you know, like that's cool. But get this, Royce. And so I'm in the chat and I'm complaining about, of course, Alice Cooper tickets are like $86 according to one side. And next thing you know, Glory mentioned about Bad Bunny's tickets for front row are like 1,500. And I'm like, okay, I'll shut up now. You know, that's not worth arguing anymore. It's like, oh, I'll rather pay the 86. Oh my. Whew, 1,500. That's ridiculous. But at the same time, though, I also enjoy promoting, helping, you know, support bands and stuff by going to their events, especially local bands. When I get out there, I'll be hearing. Actually, though, the Park DJ, the Girls Can't Be Pete, are also hosts of local bands, so I'll be checking that out. But anyway, great show, Royce. Keep it up. I love you. And next up goes to Just the Facts, Dan. He was on Pink Sock Podcast this morning talking about Pantera. He was friends with the late Dimebag Daryl and Vinnie Paul. And I tell you what, it was just Dan shared some amazing stories about his time with Pantera, and what I really liked about that show, I had missed some of it due to my medical appointment, but I got some of it. I love the live music video that Dan got to show with live Pantera music, man, the ear bleeding guitars and everything, the drums, just beautiful people. Pantera, yeah, back in the day, very good stuff. So anyway, check out Just the Facts on YouTube. He has great stuff going on there, and hopefully staying out of the way from tornadoes, man. I'll get to that, man. There's something I want to speak about that. And then, of course, my sister-in-law, Stephanie Stoddard, she has a Facebook and TikTok shop called Luca and Lily Boutique, and I believe she's underway for Mother's Day, people. So yeah, so hang in there with that. You need some Mother's Day ideas. Want to find out more? I'll tell you. Now, before I sign off, speaking of tornadoes, I tell you what, sorry guys, that whole tornadic system, that's like in Kansas, that blew past us. Yeah, it was. Oh man, it was Saturday morning. And it was just ugly clouds. But it was thunder and lightning, and my email was going off because the weather, AccuWeather actually, sent me an email saying, yes, strong line thunderstorms be on the way, severe thunderstorms, possible tornadoes. I'm like, yep, here we go. But then it started blowing past us, and there's all this wind. There weren't any tornado warnings, but we had like maybe 70-mile-per-hour winds, and this blew right out of western Colorado into Kansas. So, and I tell you what, I was watching a F3 tornado just demolish Andover, Kansas. I was, ooh, man. Prayers, right? Plus, prayers go to those who are affected by these storms. And yeah, I tell you what, the closest tornado really has ever gotten was that big F5 tornado in Loveland. It was like on this highway, and it was heading right for us. I mean, just straight up right for us. I was working at the vet at the time, and yeah, just straight up. And I could see the wedge because the vet I worked at was like right next to the highway, like right on the highway, and so we all were in protocol. Keep the dogs inside, and close all the doggy doors. And of course, the dogs didn't know what was going on because the sun was still out. And I'm like, guys, get your heinies inside. And they all look at me like, what's your problem? Okay. And and they go inside. And yeah, I mean, I saw that wedge. So I started to see some of the phone clouds, and it was really scary. Then all of a sudden, um, the tornado, the 5 tornado changed direction, went to the small town outside really called Windsor, and East Windsor got demolished. It was horrible. I mean, even people at the Boomerang Golf Course in Greeley saw the storm coming, so it was bad. I mean, the hail was like, oh, golf ball size. I mean, there was big hail. I got hit by hail before. It's not cool, people. Not fun. It feels like glass more than anything else. Then yeah, but we got lucky though. Oh, because if that F5 tornado didn't change direction, my the place I worked at would have gotten hit, and then my family's house, the house I live in now, it's in West Greeley, but it's on the other side. So if that tornado was heading for us, the rest of my family would have had time to take cover, and I wouldn't. So I'm just it fortunately happened in Windsor, but I tell you what, it's just hard to imagine because there are times where I have to go on that highway to get to my orthopedist appointment, and you're just looking out these open areas. Yeah, it's just really hard to imagine seeing like an F5 tornado was actually there. It's crazy. But other than that, our tornado seasons have been pretty low, and I sincerely it stays that way this year just for my mom's sake, because I cannot see myself helping my mom down the stairs. Just safety. I mean, I'm actually at a point where I'm going to start looking at the middle level of the house to see, what would be the safest place to put my mom in, just in case it happens. So we shall see. If anybody knows anything about that, please let me know in the YouTube comment section because I really want to make sure. So, but anyway, all right. Well, of course, I'm a little bugged out by it because Kansas is practically next door to Colorado. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for listening to me and just hanging out. And yeah. And I'll see you guys. Oh, you know what? I might be on a little early on Thursday or maybe Friday morning, one of the two, because we're celebrating my sister's birthday, 21st birthday, and she wants to have like a little celebration going on, so like a little bar going on in the house. So we're gonna do that. So I might not be there, but I'll see if I can get in a little earlier. But then again, things always change. But we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I'll see you guys hopefully Friday, possibly Thursday. And if you haven't, check out my second channel, Caitlin's Sports Corner. A new episode will be uploaded tomorrow. So in the meantime, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.